listening to the Sonic Drive Show with T and Guests, thanks to Sal's Pizza, now open on K Road.
This is Up FM 107.5.
Yes, this is the Sonic Drive brought to you by Sal's Pizza, and this is the Sonic Drive. And as promised, we have a very, very special guest with us today on the line. The one and only B Complex, also known as Mato Lenicky, mate, a producer hailing from Bratislava, Slovakia. First musical attempt began in '96 at the age of 12. Now this is amazing. A passionate and fascination with the music led him through many genres, starting with hardcore trance, Psytrance, progressing through to experimenting with down-tempo and hip-hop. And in 2001, discovered the album Clockwork by Stakka and Skynet, and this is what kicked off his drum and bass journey. You know, this is something massive. So, B Complex, you have a very unique style, and everyone is loving you at the moment, and it is an absolute pleasure to have you on the show here at Up FM. How are you doing today?
Hey guys, nice to talk to you. It's great to be in Auckland, and I'm doing pretty well, still a little bit jet-lagged after all the flights all over to Australia, but it's great to finally be here.
Oh man, it is so awesome to have you here. Now, I did see on your status, you know, you had some visa issues. Is this correct?
Yeah, there were some minor problems because Slovakia apparently needs to lodge the visa in London.
Oh,
and,
really?
The EU don't use electronical system for the passport, so I had to send it physically to the London, but I was already in Australia in that time, so we had to move it around the country. We moved it to Sydney, and eventually I had to move it to Auckland, so I had to visit the consulate today, but it's all good, and people were very helpful, and it was all smooth, so it's cool.
Oh, well, look, I'm so glad that it all worked out, because tonight you're actually playing in Auckland City, and it's going to be a massive, it's going to be huge. You're playing at Studio. Now, I just want to ask you a couple of questions just to kickstart the interview really nice and easy.
Yeah, no problem.
First of all, now, in 1996, you got your first taste, really, for this music. You had your first play. And then in 2008, you were discovered by Tony Coleman, correct me if I'm wrong, by Hospital Records. Yeah. How did this all come about? Was it just by accident, or was it just meant to be?
Well, I would say that I always just loved music so much, so I kept doing it, and I never really wanted to try to copy other people's music, so I always tried to make music my way, and it was pretty difficult to find a label for it, because I get a feedback in a way that people appreciated what I have done, but I had the response man, it's really nice, but sorry, it's not sound of our label or something. So it was difficult to find some place where I could release my tracks, and I knew that I've been doing something that has certain quality to it. So I didn't want to release music just for the sake of releasing on some digital labels or something. So I just kept making what I liked, and eventually when I made Beautiful Eyes, it had really, really strong feedback from all over the place, and I sent demos to different labels. And I had a message from Tony, who asked me to hold it for him because they were just planning to release a Think Music album. So I had several offers in meanwhile, but this was the best message for me so far, and eventually it came out really nicely, and the track was released on both vinyls and CDs, and the hospital crew treated me with respect that I was not expecting anymore. I was kind of frustrated by the time, but since then it's all going really nicely, and I'm really enjoying the whole journey, and it's one of the reasons why I'm here today, I think.
Oh man, I'm so glad you kept going and didn't give up. That's fantastic.
I mean, how did your tune Beautiful Eyes go from being a tune that only you and your mates listened to being one of the biggest drum and bass anthems of 2009?
Well, that's interesting story actually. At that time I was not really making music or expecting the music to be something big for me anymore, but I always liked it and I've had a relationship with one girl,
Oh, really?
and it usually
Nice.
goes, and it didn't come out really nicely, and eventually this track was some kind of revenge to her because I made it, and just showed some previews and stuff,
Nice.
and the feedback from the people was just massive. First it was played on Bass Drive Internet Radio,
Yep,
where
correct.
it was amazing to see the reactions of the people when it was happening, because you could see it like in the chat room or something. And then the interest just grew bigger and bigger. Lots of my friends that I didn't hear from for a long time just came in touch, talking about the track, and eventually I decided that she will just need to listen to the track everywhere, and
Exactly.
kind of happened. So it's funny and interesting that it came out, but it's happening.
Oh man, that's awesome. It's kind of like I'm quoting a musician here, and he actually says it's funny how one success can bring pain. So that's kind of like, you were in this relationship.
Yeah,
now you
definitely you're right, man, because it was kind of awkward for me because the track meant a lot to me, like personally, and I was at the time it wasn't like a positive feeling, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
At the same time, it opened the doors for me like large, and it's my biggest success musically so far, definitely. And it was funny to like talk to her or see how people respond to it, and
Yeah.
it was very interesting how people actually got the meaning of the music. Like they never knew about us or me, but I saw some like YouTube videos where
Yes.
people uploaded photos and stuff, and they kind of nailed it. Like they understood what it is about. So
That's awesome, man. Now, seriously, it's actually amazing because I saw Beautiful Lies actually had 100,000 hits. And that was just on your MySpace profile. So all over YouTube there was like even more. So it's a very
yeah,
very
there is
popular
one
tune.
video which has like 2 million.
There
Yeah, I
you
saw
go.
that too, yeah.
That's awesome. Now, I just want to know, because of all the success, now, 2000 year, Beautiful Lies was the anthem of the year,
Yeah.
What has been a career highlight in 2010 so far?
Well, for me at the moment it's mainly about touring and playing gigs, and I'm always also trying to make music all the time, but I just don't have as much time as I had before. So
Yeah.
it's all about DJ gigs at the moment, and this is definitely one of them. And I'm so glad that I have a chance to play on the other side of the world. Like the time difference is
Yeah.
12 hours, so this is definitely one of them here, man.
So
gonna be awesome.
you're playing at studio tonight. I mean, what can the people expect who aren't aware of B Complex? Like, what are they going to expect from you tonight?
Well, I hope that they will expect a colorful set. I'm not trying to play one genre all the time. I mean, I will
Nice.
play mostly drum and bass, but not like one style of it. I like to combine different things. Like, I usually really like melodies and harmonies and
Yes.
stuff.
Oh, wow.
But at the
Nice.
same time, I like when it has some energy to it.
Absolutely.
So I usually try to mix it with some neuro or some harder tracks.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Just for the right kind of mixture in between. So I hope that people will enjoy it. There will be some dubstep there for sure.
Nice.
Also, and I hope we'll have a good time. I'll try to mix some jokes in between. I hope the guys will get it.
Nah, definitely. Well, to be quite honest with you, New Zealand are quite known for loving their the dubstep and drum and bass.
Yeah,
So,
man.
this is right up our alley. This is going to be awesome. The whole of Auckland
Absolutely.
City is looking forward to it.
So am I, man. I can't wait.
Neither can we. Now, those were some of the serious questions, and just before we head off into the rapid fire, where we like to have a bit of fun with you,
Sure, man.
we're also doing a prize pack today, which whoever wins this, they're going to win a double pass to your gig. So they're going to be VIP,
Nice.
and it's going to be awesome because they get to spend the weekend in the Duxton Hotel as well, where you were staying.
Wicked, man.
So it's really going to be a massive
Yeah,
show.
it's a
We're trying all
lovely
this,
place for sure.
Yeah. Now let's have some fun. Right, when you're not DJing and producing, what did you do, or what was your occupation?
I was studying actually. I just finished my school this summer. I was studying film faculty,
Whoa.
sound design, so it's kind of connected, but I would be the guy holding the boomstick at the stage.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Well, I'm glad you didn't end up down there, man, because honestly,
bro.
that's like you are one of the biggest names in the electronic dance world.
Thank you, sir.
So what do you think of New Zealand so far?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's really different from Australia, but I like it. Like Auckland is really nice. We had a chance to have a little walk today.
Nice.
By the beach, we were at the harbor.
Okay.
I could see the tower and the city center, and I really like it. It's a nice mixture of different cultures, and it's really nice, bro.
Definitely, definitely. Now, just before we go on to the next question, I've got to do this. Now, you say you come from Australia, right?
Yeah,
The
sure.
accent in Australia and New Zealand, right? Because you know the Australians, they like fish and chips. And here in New Zealand, we're sort of like, oh, can I get some fish and chips?
Yeah.
Which is your favourite between the two?
I must say that I like both accents. Compared to, I will, don't worry, but compared to UK accents, it's where English comes from, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's very difficult to actually understand it, and it's much easier on this side
for
of the
sure.
world, but it's really interesting to hear your accent, like, how would you say check-in at the airport, and how would you say chicken? It's almost the same thing, man.
I like it. Check in and chicken. Oh, mate, good on you. Good on you.
Yeah, but I think I find New Zealand accent easier to understand, a little funnier maybe. But Australian one was also like, it was more direct in a way, it was rougher maybe. It's hard to explain it, but it's good that I actually can understand you easily, guys.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Now, look, Mudge and I have built this time machine. We've got a box of matches, we've got some rubber bands, some paper clips, and some super glue. And this time machine can take you to any time period in the past, or you can travel to the future. Who knows what's there? And you have the opportunity to work with any artist or producer. Who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a tough question, man. Well, maybe it's hard to say whether he's an artist or a philosopher, but maybe Leonardo da Vinci or someone like that.
Wow.
Like with some really wide range of different
I like
interests.
that so much. I actually feel exactly the same way. I have a massive passion for him. He's one of the best people that's ever been on this
genius,
earth.
man.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny you should mention him, because earlier you said you're going to play a colourful set, and I like the way you've used that in music. You're not going to play an intense set. You've actually come out with colourful,
Yeah, that's what I would like to do, man.
Oh man, that's so
It
awesome.
will be cool. I'm looking forward to it.
What's the craziest thing you've experienced at a gig?
Most crazy thing, man. Well, I had several different stuff. Like one time I was playing at the gig and electricity suddenly went off.
Oh, wow.
Or I was playing at the gig and one of the monitors fell off the ground.
Oh, no.
Imagine
There
that.
was
Watch
no
out.
one to actually pick it. It's like you have lots of different and difficult things happening at your gigs,
Yeah.
but you need to be able to take it as a challenge.
Exactly.
Like a next level thing, and you need to still be there for the people and do your best, man.
Man, what a challenge. Just imagine that, someone's going hard in front of you and you're like, yeah, bro. And next minute the monitor's falling. It's like,
That'd be
monitor.
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes the stage can be really shaky.
Yeah.
And there are some drunk people and not enough security guys or something.
Yeah,
This is true.
yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, what happens sometimes is that the crowd is not ready for drum and bass really, and
Yeah.
they come to me and are like, okay man, but can you play some Beyonce please?
Can you play some Beyonce?
Yeah.
And that's when you actually bust out the Kanye West, man. You just bust out. I just want to say, Beyonce had the best music
Yeah,
video
man,
of all time.
absolutely.
Now, you know what? Be Complex. This has been awesome. By far one of our best interviews.
Absolutely.
Just before we let you go, can you tell us where can we find you on the internet? Where can we see you perform? Is there anyone
man.
you want to say
I
thank you
think
to?
The best way to get in touch is via Facebook.
Yep.
You can just use the facebook.com address /bcomplex. and that directs you straight to my fan page.
That's massive.
And there is also a MySpace page. I think you
Yes.
can just Google the name and it should throw you up.
That's right.
Some pages, so that's the best approach.
Nah, that's awesome. Just to let you know, give you a heads up, I am a fan. I do like that. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Looking forward to seeing you perform tonight. Just before we let you go, I just want to let everyone know, make sure you get down to Studio 2 night. That's tonight.
Yeah, I would really like to see you guys, and I'm looking forward to
Absolutely.
actually talk to you at the venue.
Absolutely. We are definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a massive show.
It's going to be epic.
Wicked, man.
Well, B Complex, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Thank you so much.
Very, very big pleasure for me as well.
Enjoy the rest of the
interview.
afternoon, and let's get the party started, bro.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Get some sport shoes and deodorants ready because you will need them.
I love it. Thank you so much, bro. You have a good one.
See ya.
Cheers,
See
Big
ya.
Complex.